Okay, nope. Everything is working exactly the way we need it to be doing. Hello there, City Boy here, and welcome back to Warframe. Now, what I'm going to do is, I need to get the tweet out because I haven't actually made one, but it shouldn't take us too long. It is possible that there's going to be a little bit of lag going on, just for the moment, but hopefully that'll all be fine. Wukong Prime and Equinox Prime return. That's great and all, but anyway, right. Alrighty then. Now, alrighty then. We have yet more fishes to complete. If we are ever to catch up with cracking Varzia's relics. Grab some tea and sit down. Link in reply. You're doing a weird thing again, aren't you? Bam. You're being very weird about that. Okay, no. Alright. Anyway, that'll do. Also, Streaky Carton gave a shout out to 5 viewers as of yesterday. Why, thank you very much, Streaky Carton. You had no need to do that, and yet you did it anyway. Right, let's have a look around. So, what is it I'm doing? First things first, let's have a look. We have one of you. I might be able to get through 2 of you. Also, yeah, you know what? I'm not even gonna worry about it. We're gonna do 2 of these because we can get through 2 of these. We're just gonna jump straight into it. We're not even gonna fuss around. We've got loads of. I just need to get through. First of all, so first things first.
There is a large platoon of Grenier Marines stationed here. Leave no one standing.
Okay,
Watch
right.
out. I'm detecting
Neo
foreign
A10
fishes
is the next
nearby.
one as well.
Do you have a matching relic?
I need I need 5,000 total. I need 5,000. This isn't an exaggeration, by the way. I need 5,000 total. I need 5,000 total traces in order to refine all of the ones that I've been after. All of the all of the Vazi relics that we had in the last rotation. Then I need to get ahead with everything that's going on in the next rotation as well. So that's where we've been at, basically. Indeed. Alright, let's go. In other words, we've got stuff to do, so let's get ahead.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Alright, no, stop. Whatever you're doing, stop. Alright, that's how that's gonna work.
We have to win this.
Indeed. Alright, 17 void traces, sure.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Nope, get lost. Go down here, do the same thing. Yeah, mate. Alright, so we've gotten our traces already, which is all well and good. It's already getting into like warmer territory, so it's already. I'm gonna have to steel myself now. I'm already feeling the what's the word? Not quite the sweat, but the clamminess. You know, I'm already getting there, and it's only May. All right, can't wait for winter time already. But you know what? We look forward to it. We look forward to it. Okay, so there's nothing over here. I did actually, on the last mission that I did, was a capture mission in on Jupiter as one of the Syndicate missions, and I got myself a Valana sculpture, and I'm happy with that. I mean, it's not exactly the best sculpture out there, but it's one, it's not the worst. That goes to Aya, and second,
Keep moving. None of the scanners have detected you.
and second,
For the load.
it's still a sculpture, so I'll take it. Right, so, boom, give me you, signal disrupted, that's great and everything, because what's important to me now is that I come over here and do this, indeed, no, whoa, 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 sure,
We've broken their ranks and they are on the run.
I have indeed,
Another
Lotus.
Successful mission.
Sure
Mine
thing.
Extraction.
Alright, let's do that, but I have actually got a couple of other things to be doing, like hunting for sculptures and any other items that we come across, because quite frankly, we're building up a stockpile and it's not slowing down. I'm happy with the fact that we've been, increasing the productivity of Warframe videos, with the whole make one every 3 days, like Warframe every 3 days thing. Like that's going well for us so far. I am happy with the productivity we've had on getting through games on the list. In fact, actually, because Sumi was playing Killer Frequency, and that's a new thing that's out. So let me get on the list. I know what this file is. Because it's the same thing that I use to keep track of what games are in the rotation. Unfinished games, current rotation, and then the actual games to play thing. What we're gonna do is gonna go. I'll put it above Stardew Valley, but beneath Everspace. So, Killer Frequency. Yeah, well, what it is on my list, they don't actually follow any order of because the list was basically just I had a game to the list that I want to play, so it originally wasn't most 99% of the games that are on there don't follow any particular order of what of what order to play the games or what the priority of playing them, but just at the bottom of the list where I can still see the bottom of the list from where I see my current rotation games. I've just got. I thought, right, I'll put a couple of games there at the bottom, and those are the games that I want to play first. But those are games that I've moved to the bottom of the list, not games that were at the bottom of the list naturally. So it's like, for example, Stardew Valley was probably halfway up the list at some point, and so was Everspace. But then when I was given the formal request and challenge from Tay_ZA to play Stardew Valley, as I'm pretty sure it's one of her favourite games, I said, do you know what, I'll just put it to the bottom of the list, or the top, but the bottom at the same time, you know what I mean? So I thought, right, I'll just put it there so I can see it. So it's basically because it's easy for me to see the game, I'll see it pretty much every time I look at my rotation. You've got Everspace is I've already played and pretty much completed. I'm pretty sure I have actually fully completed. Not achievement rushed or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure I fully completed the first game because because of the roguelike element of it, you reach the end of the game 3 times before you get the actual true ending.
There is a large platoon of the Marine station here.
So I did that. I won't spoil what happens or anything, but yeah, I did reach the end 3 times, and beat the final boss and all that. So
I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
So and then obviously the second one, but that was ages ago. So obviously you get the second one that came out that I never got around to playing. I don't even really know much about it. And so I thought, right, I really like the first Everspace as well, and the second one did look good. So I thought, right, I want to play that as one of my next games that I start. So I thought, right, I'll put that to the top of the list. But then I thought, right, okay, Killer Frequency's on there, but Killer Frequency looks really good as well. I was watching Sumi play it, and I thought, hey, I thought it was going to be at first I thought it was, because I had no idea what it was about. I thought it was going to be something like, I don't know, what's it called? Lethal Company. I thought it was just going to be something like, I don't know, Phasmophobia, or it was just going to be like a 4-player relatively indie horror game, and I didn't realize it was like this. It's not like a big budget, you know, like AAA or anything like that, as far as I'm aware, at least. But it did look like a very well put together like narrative game. You know, like it's actually got it's not just like some multiplayer thing that you do with a couple of mates. It's like actually like it's a single player story game, and it's not just like an indie 2-hour game or anything like that. It's or like half an hour. It's like actually you know what I mean? It's like actually like a several hour. It's a game. It's, it's a bit weird to describe games as like game. No, I don't want to separate them into that kind of category. Never mind. But it's not like a half an hour to an hour indie game. That's something like Markiplier would play on like a 3 Scary Games thing. It's like actually it's probably going to be like 4 plus hours. You know, it's one of those. Oh, we've got a Syndicate spawning. So I thought, oh hey, it looks like it's got decent production value as well. Again, not like a AAA game or anything like that, but it looks, you know, it got like a decent art style. It's got voice acting, and you know it's got story, cutscenes. Again, like the graphics don't look bad or anything. It's just got its own, you know, art style. And so. I'm trying to think. No, would it be accurate to describe it a teeny bit like Firewatch but horror? I don't think so. But yeah, so that's what that is. So I thought, hey, you know what, that looks good. I'll put that on the list. So sometime after we finish Visage and Starfield and maybe a couple of other stuff, we will start doing a few other things. Whoa. Yeah, mate. All right, go.
Let's go.
Let's do this. Alright. I'm gonna come back for all this stuff because I want to come back for all the loot in here, but I feel like there's gonna be a whole bunch of. It's like if I just kill these guys like that. There we go.
Broken their ranks and they are on the run. Another successful mission. Find extraction.
Why, thank you, Lotus. Right. It's so good being able to just spam that without having a primary or anything. Like you know, I love the dread, even if it isn't like the best weapon in the game. But I mean, you know, like when I was first starting Warframe and I first encountered the Stalker and all that, I thought the dread was going to be like the best weapon in the game or something like that. Those were fun times. Do you know what? I'll never forget the first time that I got the dread. Beating the Stalker. Like by myself for the first time, that was like a character arc for me. That in and of itself was a big moment. I remember exactly when I first beat him as well. It was in I'd struggle to describe it, but it was on Earth. I know that, and it was near the starting location. It'd be one of those where like if I'd be able to point it out. And this is back when like the Stalker was like threatening and he was intimidating. Because the Stalker used to have like a soundtrack. First things first, when the Stalker appeared, it used to be a lot more like intimidating, like dreadful. Like not to make a pun there or anything, but not dreadful, but it used to be a lot more intimidating and ominous. And then he had a soundtrack that used to play. He used to have like his own creepy soundtrack because he was the Stalker, right? It made you feel like you were being hunted. And this obviously wasn't the Shadow Stalker, although I'm pretty sure the second Dream was out at the time. I hadn't played it for ages. I put off playing it for a while. Then you've got so I might try and get the soundtrack up in a minute. I don't know if it'll be on Spotify. That's the thing. Whoa, I saw that. Yeah, like he used to have this like soundtrack and everything, like that was really creepy because it made you feel like you were being hunted, and especially because now when the Stalker goes like invisible, I'm pretty sure he doesn't even go fully. No, he doesn't even go fully invisible anymore. But he used to. Like it used to be that when he went invisible, you couldn't see anything. Now they've added the smoking ephemera that follows him around, so you can still sort of see an outline of where he is. Whereas like. No, it used to be that he went fully invisible. So he would go invisible, and you would know that any second now you had to make sure that you kept on dodging everywhere because you didn't know where he was, you didn't know where he were. He didn't know where he was, like when he was going to fire. You just knew that at any second now he was going to fire, and it would because this was like before shield gating as well. So chances were, if he hit you with a dread, it was going to one-shot kill you. Oh wait, hang on, oops. So yeah, you had that to worry about. So yeah, it used to be that it was very, very threatening, especially he went fully invisible. You couldn't see anything. You didn't know where he was, where he was going to fire. Anything, so you just had to like spam roll everywhere and just hope for the best. But you best hope that you didn't roll into him and have him clock you around the neck with hate.
And bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Because if you did, that was pretty much a one-hit kill as well.
Do you have a matching relic?
Oh wait, hang on. No wait, it's not. No, it's not. No wait. No, it's not. No, it's not here. I was gonna say, funnily enough, we might actually encounter the room at some point here. But yeah, no, this isn't the room where I fought him. Where I fought him on the occasion that I killed him for the first time. But I probably ended up killing him like 10 times before I ended up getting the dread. It was so absurd. I got the despair before I got the dread, and I'm pretty sure on this save I got the hate before I got the dread as well, which was absurd because like that's supposed to be his rarest weapon, besides maybe like the war or something, which obviously didn't exist at the time. And even when the second dream comes out, he wouldn't show up for ages. He wouldn't drop that until you beat the second dream. What was I in the middle of? Then, so yeah, hang on, I can see that. And so yeah, that whenever he would appear, he would have this creepy stalker soundtrack that made you really feel like you were being hunted by this guy who was trained, who was like not trained specifically, but like he was a Warframe hunter. Like he knew how to hunt and kill Tenno. Like whenever you tried to use a Tenno ability on him, and you would just say your Tenno powers are useless, you really got the feeling that this guy was better than a Tenno, especially with the soundtrack in the background. But then they nerfed him. Then they introduced shield gating, which wasn't a nerf on him, but it was like but it really with the fact that he didn't like he takes down your shields, but he doesn't do anything else after that unless he hits you again while your shields are still down. That obviously didn't do him any favors. Then they nerfed his ability to. Then they nerfed his invisibility, so now you can see him pretty much just as well as when he's not invisible. Then they took the soundtrack out as well, and I don't know if they've done something to his AI or something, so like his melee is weaker. I don't know, but they also changed his. I can't remember if this was around the time that the second dream came out. I can't remember, but they also changed his. Like when he appears, do you know where the lights flicker, that little purplish color? There used to be like a different sound. It used to make a different sound when it did it, and it was really creepy. But now it's kind of like a. See, the thing is that in like the wiki and all that, they describe it as a gust of wind, but it doesn't sound like a gust of wind. It doesn't sound like a gust of wind. It sounds like a sound effect, It's one of the. Wait a minute. Wait. This was it actually. This little area right here. I'm pretty sure this kind of area can spawn at the start, but this right here, this room, was where I fought the Stalker on the occasion that I beat him for the first time. I walked through. I was running around. I run through this door. The lights flicker, and I'm stood about here when the lights flicker. And I'm pretty sure, was it? He was at the end of this hallway at one point when and I had the Paris Prime at the time, and that was what I was trying to use to beat him. So he was firing the dread at me. I'm dodging around. I don't have the dread at the moment, so I can't exactly reenact it. But it was basically just this little bow and arrow battle where every time he'd dodge, every time he'd fire, I'd do a quick dodge, and I'll really quickly try to fire off another Paris Prime shot. And it would take off like what? a 15th of his health every time, something like that. And so that would be how I try and beat him. And then and on that occasion, I successfully beat him for the first time, and I was giddy. I was and he'd probably killed me like 10 times before that. You know, like I couldn't beat him, but on that occasion, I beat him. I didn't get anything like good off of him. I think I got the blind Nikana. What was it? No, not the blind Nikana. It's the blind justice, isn't it? I think I got that mod from him. Yeah, it's that wasn't the first time that I'd been in a mission where he was beaten, because I'm pretty sure he'd spawned to attack me at one point, but then I was in a squad of like 4 people that obviously like had far surpassed him at level, so that was a thing. Yeah, that was the first time that I beat the Stalker, was in that room right there. And then about between 8 to 10 kills later, I eventually got the Dread. Wait a minute. Yeah, don't go there telling me that you can't reach that. And then, and once I got the Dread, he never killed me again, except... No, I think there were 2 occasions where he killed me again. One was where I was trying to level... I think I've mentioned this one before. I was trying to level up the Burster.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Well, the problem with trying to level up weapons in Warframe is that when you're leveling them, they're shit. Especially a rubbish weapon like the Burster, which did like no damage. Like it barely scratched his shields when I fired at him. So it wasn't exactly like I could have fired at him for like 5 minutes. It just wouldn't have killed him. And then there was I tried to jump over him at some point, and then he just shot me out of the air like mid jump. It was kind of like you know, the scene in the Matrix where Morpheus fights Neo, where Neo jumps over, he like runs up the wall, jumps over Morpheus, and then Morpheus kicks him across the room because it's like he knows where he's gonna land, and he's not wait, hang on, he's not surprised or confused by the trick that he's doing. It's like Neo thinks he's being sick, and then Morpheus just kicks him across the room. That was like, picture that, but halfway through the jump, I get shot with an arrow and cut in half, and I'm dead. That's what that is. So that was that occasion. And then I think the only other time that I remember dying, at least, was to the Shadow Stalker when I ran out of life support in a survival mission because he locked me in a room, like, you know, like when he calls the lockdown. He locked me in a room with no life support and no enemies. I can't remember why there was no life. I can't remember why I let life support get that low in the first place. I don't know. Maybe I was just looting or something. I don't know. But I think he ended up killing me because I was on low health from the life support.
And bring them to the extraction point.
Yeah.
Happy hunting. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby. Do you have a matching relic?
I do.
A fissure. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
And I can tell you exactly where
You found the target.
I
Capture
got
them quickly
the
before they
Dread.
escape.
Now
Defend and use the
was
reactant to open a relic.
that was a very interesting occasion. When I got the Dread for the first time, I was in the Void. It was a capture mission, and I really, especially when I saw like how powerful the Dread was at the time. And back at the time when like I was looking into the Dread, and you know, when I first started playing the game, and I was intrigued by the Stalker and all that. I'm pretty sure the Dread was like pretty powerful. Like even amongst the weapons that were out at the time, it was up there. You know, like if you modded it to its fullest potential and all that. But okay, I hope that there's enough reacting to go around here.
Excellent.
Well, let's hope so.
We'll interrogate the captive back at base.
Why, thank you,
Your
Lotus.
part is done here.
Yeah, mate.
You are surrounded by Grenier Marines.
So I'd really wanted to get my hands on the Dread, right? Like it like it looked like a really powerful weapon, and I wanted it. And it was a Stalker's weapon as well. Like, of course I wanted it. And yeah, it was just a void capture mission, and I think it was 23 void traces, lovely. And I think it was
Enough reactant to open your relic.
yeah. I was in the middle of capturing the target, you know, like the animation, and then the light started to flicker, and I was like, "Oh, right, here we go. Here it is. You know, preparing to fight." And so I beat the Stalker in that fight, and I could take it to the room in a volatile set, assuming like I came across it and everything, of course. And then I saw it appear at the bottom of the screen, just Dread Blueprint, and I got up out my seat and I ran downstairs. Oh, I was so happy. Oh, that was when I got the Dread. But this was before. This is what I mean. This was before I started YouTube. Like, you know, obviously I would have been interested in doing it at the time, but this is before it even occurred to me to like start a channel. Like, you know, that was before I even started YouTube, and I would have been playing Warframe for, I want to say like 8 to 10 months.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Okay. Well, it's like I want to say. Yeah, it's like I want to say I can't remember. I can't remember how long I had my Xbox One before I got into Warframe. That's the thing, right? I want to say originally I would have said like a year, but it's not like I was counting the months exactly. But then when comparing it to, I have to remember I started the channel in 2016, and I wouldn't have gotten the. I wouldn't have gotten Warframe before, like I wouldn't have gotten the Xbox One before 2015. I think I might have gotten it on the Christmas of 2014. And so obviously I would have set my account up, called it Lazy Noob 2015, and that either happened in 2015 or I just thought ahead by a couple of days or something like that. I don't know. I'm trying to think. Did I even come up with that name, or was it? Oh, no, I would have come up with that name. Yeah, I would have. Right. I'm trying to think, like, was it one of the auto-generated ones? But no, I'm pretty sure. No, I think it was it. I actually can't remember. But, we'll say I came up with it anyway. It doesn't matter anyway. But and so I what was I even saying? Oh yeah, that was it. No, it's not, because I'm not actually. I say that as if I remember what I was talking about. No, I haven't. So yeah, I would have made that account in very early 2015, if not just on the edge of 2015, and then I would say that I probably got into Warframe because I would have been playing because Halo Master Chief Collection and Halo Master Chief Collection, Assassin's Creed Unity, and Destiny. The first Destiny would have been those were the first 3 games. And for a short time, anyway, the only 3 games that I had on Xbox One, and you know what? They were fun times playing that. Even amongst all, like, because here's the thing: Destiny was like, okay at the time. It was still shit, but it was, especially for what I would have been 14 going on 15 at the time. It, like, you know, I still had a couple of things that I didn't like about it, but I still, for the most part, had a lot of fun on it. And so, that Assassin's Creed Unity, I didn't have many criticisms of that. And Halo Master Chief Collection, that was top tier when I was playing that. You know, playing all that, because I never properly played Halo 4. Because I never had Halo 4. And the only Halo games I had at the time were, the only one that I didn't have was Halo 2, actually. But, and Halo Wars as well. I think I had to borrow Halo Wars whenever I wanted to play it. But, does anyone remember when that was? Has anybody like done that recently? Like borrowed a disc game from someone? Like, oh my goodness, good times. And then, so those were the 3 games I had at the time. Those would have kept me busy for a while. So I want to say that I probably got into Warframe no sooner than 4 to 6 months after getting the account. Originally I would have said like a year, like I said, but I have to remember that I have to try and balance that out with when I started YouTube, because I'm pretty confident that I started that I started YouTube no sooner than 8 months after starting Warframe. So around that time, I guess I would have started Warframe, around 8 months before that. So we'll say about, what, 6 months? If we started in February, yeah. We'll say about 6 months after I got my Xbox One, I probably got into Warframe. All of that was about 9 years ago. You probably just saw me, like, you probably just saw my beard grow an inch just by saying that. Like, wow. I wouldn't have even drank tea back then. I wouldn't have liked it. I drank coffee back then. Could you fucking imagine? Anyway. Let's go. Right, we only need 13 traces from here, and then we're sorted. Well, half an hour into the stream. I hope everybody's enjoyed story time anyway. Oh, dearie me.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them. Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby.
It's
Do
been
you
a-
have a matching relic?
It's been a long journey, hasn't it, Lois?
We're near a fissure.
You know,
Attack us and we will counter.
excuse me. I may not exactly be an OG of Warframe, but I've seen the differences in Lotus. I have seen I've seen a lot of things change in this game. Like, there was a time when double jump wasn't a thing. This was what you did. This is always like the big one that I always reference is, you know, there was a point where double jump wasn't a thing. Bullet jump definitely wasn't a thing. And you've got, yeah, mate. Like, Tenno definitely weren't a thing. I think the update that was out when I started Warframe, I think, was the Natar update. Was it update 17? Was it the Natar that came out, or was it the... I don't know if the Natar update came out after the Uranus tile set, or the Grenier Sea Labs, as it's called. I don't know if the quest came out after that or if it came out with it, but I believe that was... Because I'm trying to remember, like, the loading screen at the time. I'm pretty sure that would have been it. It's like, no, it's so weird, right? Because like, whenever we load into the game now, for example, it's always your Warframe. It's 12 by 12. Are you kidding me? That's $4.99. Come on. It's always like your Warframe kneeling, like in a meditation fashion. But then I looked back at like an old Lazy Noob video, and that's not the loading screen that we have. It's like, well, it's a different loading screen. I'm sat there like, wow, this game used to be different, and it's so easy to forget like what the star chart used to look like. Like I'm struggling to like describe it, but the start, like the way you access nodes and stuff like that has changed dramatically. Like you don't like it used to be that you would rotate around a planet, and you would select nodes a lot differently. Like junctions, like never used to be a thing. You know, it used to just be that. How did it used to be? I think it was just that you beat a boss and then you unlock the next planet. I can't 100% remember how it used to work. Like, wow. Hey, if I get any older talking about this, I might actually die. Like, all right. It's like, man. But then, it's like I remember the second Dream coming out, and obviously I didn't play it for a long time. I think I played it before The War Within came out, but not that long before. Like it must have been on its way by the time I got around to playing it. I wasn't quite as restrictive on everything. Yeah, I wasn't quite as restrictive. Yeah, it would have been before The War Within came out, because I remember playing The War Within when it came out. But I also don't remember I don't remember the motivation of playing the second Dream in order to prepare for The War Within, so it must have been a decent amount before that. Then what was the other thing I was in the middle of saying? I wasn't as restrictive about progressing through the game as I am now with the whole like 50 episode thing, because I mean mostly at the time I wasn't even You know, like I wasn't even like I didn't even have my channel at this time. Then you've got like I don't know, man. Here's the thing. There's a point when it's so weird to think about now. Like obviously, like there was a point where I wasn't making videos. Like that's weird to think about now. I can't pick. How did I entertain myself? How did I do that? Anyway, it's like now. But, well, for the most part, you know, there are a couple of exceptions, I suppose. You know, like I do eventually need to recharge at some point, I guess. But for the most part, playing games in isolation,
Let's go.
playing games quietly to myself, I'm still always, even if the camera's not on, I'm still always in presenter mode. I feel like I've been over this before, but in order to keep myself entertained, I'm always in presenter mode, like when the camera's, like as if the camera's on.
Stay focused.
So you can picture that. It's like, imagine, it's like, you know, you can picture that. Like I'm still talking to the NPCs out loud, like I do in the playthrough, but the camera's not on. Like you can picture that, I'm sure. And that's just how I keep myself engaged in what it is I'm doing. Because I mean, I don't know, man. Just playing stuff off camera now does not hit the same. Like it can still be fun, but here's the thing. It's like if I just sort of like sit back and I just. Do you know what I mean? It's just boring. I'm sat there and I just feel awkward. Like even though I can look at the camera. There's no camera attached to my laptop. I'm watching a video. Like if I'm watching a video or something, it's not that bad. But like there are certain games like Mass Effect, for example, where or like story-based games where I won't where like I'm paying attention to what's going on in the game, so I'm not split. Like if I'm grinding on Warframe, for example, I'll put a video, and I don't need to be paying a lot of attention to what's going on in Warframe, so I'll split my attention between this and a video, and on those occasions I can just sit back and do it. Or like Stellaris, for example. But if I'm playing something like Dead Space or Mass Effect is the big one, I'm not gonna like watch a video while I'm playing Mass Effect, and so when that happens, I've got to engage myself by going into presenter mode. I don't just sit there silently playing the game. So yeah, that's me, I guess. I can't remember how I even got onto this topic. Like, what was I even talking about? Right.
Look for more reactant.
Now, unless the game wants to do me dirty here somehow, I'm pretty sure we're going to get at least the one trace we need to get the 500. Yeah, mate. See you in a bit, I suppose.
There's a heavy unit approaching. Target located. Bring them in.
How did all of that not kill any of you? Alright, let's go. Uh-huh.
Our target is dying.
Yeah, mate.
Hurry, complete the capture before it
It's one of you. 24 void traces. Yeah, mate. Well, you want to send those roller spectres after me, and I'll make a point of not sending them back. Alright.
Mission complete.
I wouldn't be surprised if that actually killed all of them. Alright.
Well done. You are surrounded by enemies.
There you go. Gets rid of all of them.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Shut up, you. Do you know what'd be cool? I mean, like, they don't have to do this after, like, every quest or anything. Maybe just, like, the big cinematic ones. But, I mean, hey, here's the thing. I haven't played The War Within since, like, Would it have been 2019? Oh, maybe, like, 2020. I'm trying to think when I'm trying to think. It would have been 2019. No, it would have been 2019, wouldn't it? Oh, my goodness. I think it would have been. My goodness, it would have been as well. Like I haven't played the War Within since like 2019 anyway, so I suppose they could have done this, and I would never have known. But I think after the big cinematic quest, I feel like they should make your Tenno look like he's aged a bit, but also like they get new dialogue and stuff. Because I don't know, I feel like it'd be a nice little opportunity for some progression, and also they just sound and act a little less like a child, you know. Like I know I criticize I criticize them a lot for, well, really childish and naive views, but here's the thing: they might have the body of a child and all that, but they've lived for centuries. Do you know what I mean? You're like, okay, I know you've got, like, they might be immortal or something, or whatever they come up with to explain the surviving of centuries. I've not heard any character like actually say that they're immortal, or like not just say it, but address it. Like that's the thing. Like, what is it? What does it mean to be immortal? How, like, what's the Tenno experience of being immortal? Like, because obviously the Tenno, like, they were children when they were sent through the where was it they were sent through? It was well, they were sent. It's supposed to be a colony mission, right? I can't 100% remember. I'm pretty sure we get a little bit more information on it in the War Within, but some of it was vague, if I remember correctly, so it doesn't exactly answer stuff. So much as it asks more questions, which is always the thing that I don't like about Warframe's story and its quests. It's pretty much every time you try to answer one of the questions, you ask another 3, and that's not really an answer as far as I'm concerned, because like not all of those questions that you ask are gonna have a satisfying. Like most of the questions that you're gonna ask aren't gonna have satisfying answers. And so it's just one of those where you just kind of have to not ask the question, and I don't not ask questions. That's just don't tell me to not ask a question, because I'm not going to not ask the question. That's just not how I think. That's not how my brain processes things. Anyway, ow, right. Health restore large, lovely. Ow. So, right, we've got you, which means I'm going to go to Meso C10 real quick. No, C7 even. I'm going to level a whole bunch of these things up. So, where are you? Yeah, mate, go. Uh-huh. Yeah, mate. Cool. We would have had 15 of those, but I would have like used one or something. Carrier Prime Cerebrum. Yeah, we're going to want that one. It's like Innerus Prime, you know, we're going to want those. We are going to want them. Capture. Alright, let's get as many traces as we can, I suppose. G10. Wait, are we almost out of G10? I think we are, aren't we? Oh, we are, look at that. We're almost out of G10. We can almost move on. I did a survival, actually. I did a 50-minute survival earlier today. That was fun. I almost actually died and lost everything. I was on my last life when I got the traces.
Capture and extract our target.
Oof. I actually managed to kill him before he got corrupted. I mean, you don't want to be doing that because, you know, then you get less reacting. But I don't know, I was still happy with the achievement, I suppose.
You found a fissure. Look out for
right. The capture target is on the move.
And strike. We have to win this.
There we go.
The corrupted enemies are dropping reactant. Collect it to open your void world. Keep
yeah, give.
Look for more reactant.
Wait, I don't even think the capture target is on the move, you know.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Oh, I think they are, actually.
Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them.
Yeah, mate.
Target located. Bring them in.
Right, what's going on over
Our
here?
target is dying.
I'll tell you what, let's go
Complete
get...
the capture before they expire.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Something about weeks 10-0? I don't know.
Mission complete.
Yeah,
The
mate.
captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Let me through. Come on. Get there in the end. I can see that. I can see you doing that, you douche. I just hope that my laptop's gonna survive, you know, this summer. You know, like I hope they can. I hope that the heat isn't gonna destroy it. You know.
Let's go on the offensive.
Let's do this. Give. Yeah, 10 void traces. I could do better than that, but
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
nothing over there. Definitely nothing over there. Nope. All right. Well, let's proceed, shall we?
Let's go.
Let's go.
I'm detecting a large security force heading your way. It's the Grenier.
Why, thank you, Lotus. All right. I'm just trying to think of like other things to say now. It's one of those. I've given my life's history in the first 40 minutes. Now I have no time. I already want to rewatch the Lord of the Rings trilogy, man. Like I finished watching it like earlier this week, and now I'm like, you know what? I should watch it again. Anyway. No, I've got things to do. I've got videos to make. I've got today's and tomorrow's all set up and upload. I don't even have to do anything with them because they're all uploaded, thumbnails made, everything. So we're good on that. But I need to get They Are Billions video. I need to finish recording it today, and then I need to edit it like tomorrow as soon as possible, and then I'll try and record a Warframe video. I can see you crashing, I can do that. And then if I can get that edited in the same day as well, that Warframe video, then that would mean that by the day after, I would have that day and the day after that prepared. Like, I wouldn't have to do anything. Well, Saturday and Sunday, basically. If I can get They Are Billions and Warframe recorded and edited tomorrow, and probably uploaded by the end of the night, then that means that Saturday and Sunday will have the videos will be made, which means I can spend a lot of the weekend getting the rest of the week stuff sorted, because that's what needs to be done. Whoa. Uh-huh. Oh, let me go. I don't want to be here. Alright. I think that's pretty much us with everything covered.
For the Lotus.
For the Lotus. Yeah, I need to make a bigger push in terms of streaming Warframe and getting stuff done in Warframe because well, we've gotten behind in terms of keeping up with Varzia's stuff, just as an example, and it's always more sculptures that we can be getting in preparation for the sacrifice. And when we get to the sacrifice, our strength is going to increase. Because when we sell all of that endo... See, at this point, it wouldn't surprise me if, by the time we get to the sacrifice, we will have enough, like, endo on hand. Like, not even counting mods, not counting stars, and not counting sculptures. We will have enough endo on hand to level up all the mods that we're going to be unlocking in the sacrifice. Then we've got all of our prime stuff to consider, and maybe even Rivens by that point, because, you know, obviously we'll have Rivens by the time that comes out. So yeah, here we go. Lith P8. There you go, Lith P8. Oh wow, that'll keep us busy for a while, won't it? There we go, Lith P8. P9. There we go, we've got P9s to get through. Leave you alone. You guys have that. Yep. Sure. It's one of those, like, yeah, we've got a lot of this stuff down here to deal with, you know? Of course we do, of course. Revenant Prime. Yeah. Wonder what Revenant Prime's going for, you know? Sure. S15, yep. You know, we've got a lot of this stuff to be going through. We'll do it. Oh my goodness, T10s, look at that. We're going to get a lot of hundreds down here. Well, I say a lot, we've only got the 3, haven't we? But because these are the stuff that, like, I've never gotten to. I've never gotten to these relics down here, that's the thing. So it'll be very, very interesting if I can get all the way down there. You know, by episode 115, when we hit Master Rank 12, and we upgrade a couple of the weapons that we'll be getting from that, we build a couple of weapons that we get from that, we will be at 700 maximum void traces. I know we've been at 550 for a while, but don't forget, that is not the maximum. The maximum, I think, would be about 1,000.
The sentients are not laughing at
Oh, so
my
1,500.
jokes. Did they adapt to my humor?
Yeah. I think the minimum is 300, and then it's... No, it's not. I'm trying to think what the minimum is, because it goes up by 50 every mastering rank. So, So, so the minimum would just be 100 then. Right, okay, so the minimum would just be 100, sure. So then the maximum would be, what, 1,600? I'm guessing? Yeah, it would have to be. So yeah, the maximum would be 1,600 there, which would be great. Alright, well, I would say let's get started with a couple of these relics. Boom. We'll get through the Lith P8. We have a lot of Lith relics to get through before we sort out Meso, Neo, and Axie. Obviously, I'll do the relics from those
We
things.
received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the ducat farm when I say that kind of stuff. Like, obviously, if I need items from a particular relic, especially regarding Varsi stuff, obviously I'll just I'll do whichever tier I need. But regarding the ducat farm and just getting through as many traces as possible, as many relics as possible in general, we've got a lot of stuff to get through.
Use that reactant to open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactant. Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Let's go.
Keep going. Nobody knows you're here. Target located. Bring them in.
Indeed. Thank you very much, Lotus. They're probably on the run now, which is going to be great for us because, well, it's actually not great for us. We would prefer that they don't run off, but it don't really matter which we prefer because all that matters is us catching the target, bam, and capturing the target. Catch and capture. A very simple set of instructions.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here.
24 traces. I believe that takes us up to about 50. I can't remember what we were on before.
You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Attack us and we will counter.
I feel like I got that soundtrack so wrong that like even people who would have known what I was whistling won't actually know what I was going for there. It was the soundtrack playing through a certain character's death in Guardians of the Galaxy 2, assuming you are not aware of say character's death. It's a great movie. You should watch it. The first film was great as well. You should watch that. I've really been enjoying the I've really been enjoying the game, the Guardians of the Galaxy game. You know, that's another one that like I say I can't wait to replay it off camera, but I feel like Carry On is like the only game that I've done that on, and even then I didn't finish it. You know, I got a decent way through. I got more than halfway through my Mass Effect, my second Mass Effect playthrough. You know, I got as in like I was just about. I think I'd completed the second main mission. I completed like the collector ship mission in the second playthrough, and obviously I can't remember how many other DLCs I've done. I did. Actually, did I even do any of them by that point? No, I don't think I would have done. Yeah. Actually, yeah. So I feel like. Woo! I didn't know that you would have spawned there. Alright, credit booster, sure, whatever. 20,000, yeah, mate. So, wait, hang on. Does that mean that that only drops 10,000? Or did it not apply? Did I get those credits before I got the credit booster? That is the question.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
He's me. I still want to catch up on the missed uploads from other stuff. Like I think I was late on a Warframe video one time. I can't remember all the videos that I missed out on, but I'm pretty sure it was Hogwarts Legacy and Guardians of the Galaxy. I decided that they weren't going to come out in time, so I thought I'd save them for the next day. I wouldn't upload them that day, and I would load them the next day. So I still do want to like catch up on those, which I think would mean that I have to I'd have to upload 2 videos a day on 4 separate days. Which is doable. I might try and do like 2 a week or something like that. Maybe on like a weekend or something, you know. I just upload 2 videos a day on 2 separate days, and then I do the same thing the next week. Because also I don't want to upload. Wait, I don't want to upload too much, and then I don't want to upload like too many videos at 2 a day, and then end up like falling behind, because that's impossible to maintain. Not impossible, but you know what I mean.
We received intel that somebody vital to enemy operations is here. Find them and capture them. White Fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury? You found a Fisher. Look out for reactants.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Use that reactor to open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactants. You found the target. Capture them quickly before they escape.
That sounds like a plan, Lotus. I think I shall take you up on that instruction. That is an instruction that I think I can follow. However, I've got a couple of things that I want to sort out before. Oh, a bit late for that, Lotus, but anyway.
Marines inbound.
Alright, so there's nothing over here for us.
Our target is dying. Hurry, complete the capture before they expire.
Sure, but while we're here, I've finished my tea. Good.
A captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Alright, everybody is below me over there. We'll get everything over here, and what we're gonna do is probably you grab whatever's over here. Okay, there are enemies all over the place, and yet I don't know where any of them are. I feel like in Aliens, when they're when the xenomorphs are all, well, when the aliens are all about to they're picking them up on the scan. You know the scene I'm talking about, don't you? Where they're all they're all being picked up on the scanner, yet they can't see them anywhere in the room.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
25 void traces anyway. Yeah, I did see that, which is very good, because we're going to be needing every one of those traces. I mean, there's still time for me to do, like, say, a survival or an excavation, or, you know, just some form of endless mission that's not defense. Don't make me do that. I hate those. Yeah, disruptions have to be up there in terms of like easiest endless missions. They are great. Like, here's the thing: there's plenty enemies to kill that will satisfy like any mass murdering Tenno. You know, like there's plenty to go around. Even for me as an Excalibur lover, you know. And you've got the I don't need to be down here, do I? But like they're also the easiest to manage in terms of everything else you're doing. In terms of like making sure you don't waste waste the rotation by not managing to crack your relic. They're all that kind of stuff. It's basically like the perfect endless mission. It's like they also go as fast as you want them to as well. Whereas with defense missions you have to wait for all the enemies because all the enemies in the round don't spawn straight away. So again, it's one of those where you gotta wait. You gotta kill enough of them for them to spawn, but also. But then also with that you've got to worry about you've got to defend the target. You don't want it running out of health. But then also you've still got to worry about your reactant. You still got to like hope that you get enough. You don't have to worry about the reactant, I guess, but you still have to hope that you get enough reaction throughout the whole thing. And defense missions are just so slow. I'm not a huge fan of them as a fisher mission. I don't mind doing the odd one for like either a quest or. I mean, I won't lie. Doing them in quest is pretty boring, but and I don't mind them as a mission. If it's going to be a mission, if it's going to be a not endless mission, my favourites to do, like for a syndicate mission, for example, would be like interception, because those you don't have to worry about. You don't really have to worry about doing anything. Those are literally just they last as long as. Well, they pretty much go as quickly as you can complete them. Well, not technically, but you can get all 4 towers, and you'll basically beat the mission in like 3 minutes, maybe 4, which is always good. Give, come on. There you go. Sure. Off we go. Boom. What have we got going on? So, you. Boom. Oh, right. Right. Alright. What have we got going on? So, Lith P8, we have 86 of these things. Let's get started on them, shall we? I don't think we're going to be getting too many of these things. I mean, here's the thing. I don't think I've ever, like, opened a P8 before. I probably have. But, it's like, with the amount of other relics that I've gotten through.
You must find, capture, and extract our target.
Yeah, mate. So,
Watch out. I'm detecting void fissures nearby.
what I'm trying to get at is, with the amount of other relics, I feel like, I don't think that opening the relic packs is really going to get us very many of these, of P8 relics. I mean, it's got on as 86, but that's, think about it, it's only gotten as 86 this far, like, after this much time. Assuming that I haven't opened really any of them before because of the amount of other relics that I've been getting and having to crack through. The A6s, the G9s and 10s and that kind of thing, right? I'm guessing I haven't opened many P8s, which means that over all this time, that it's taking me this long to get to 86, which means that if I do like a good push of disruption missions, maybe excavations, survivals and that kind of thing, if I do a good set of those, then we'll be good. We'll be set really to go with all this kind of stuff. So, let's carry on. We'll be able to push through those relatively well. Boom. Lovely.
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Let's go.
let's go on the offensive. Right, we've got all the reaction. I wasn't even paying attention to how much reaction we got, to be perfectly honest. So, we don't exactly have much to worry about. But I would say, I'm happy. I'm mostly happy with my productivity today. You know, like we've not wasted too much time. Like I say, I've gotten a decent amount of fishes done. I've gotten like that survival earlier today. I haven't fallen behind in my I haven't fallen behind in the syndicate missions. I got all of them done. I've gotten most of the ones done today as well. So I can, I can, you know, barring extreme circumstances, I suppose. I could not do them tomorrow. I could not do the syndicate missions tomorrow and then do them the day after before they reset. So, yeah, I'd say we've got a decent amount of stuff going on. Give me you. Sure. Alright.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
So, I could very much use, we've only been going for an hour, but I would very much appreciate a whole bunch more sculptures. Like, you know, it's been a while since I've just picked up an auto sculpture, you know. It's been a bit too long since I've just picked up a random, like, auto sculpture, and I look forward to getting my hands on one. You know, like, I need an auto sculpture. It's been too long. It's been too long. But it is Thursday, and on Monday, I do know that we've got another weekly item search. Boom. Whoop. The Lex Prime barrel. Yeah, I need to get myself the basic Lex first. Yeah, it was like the like one of the things that I definitely didn't do in the lazy noob save was get the normal stuff before I got the prime stuff. I was never fussed. I used to never be fussed around what I got first. Like, I don't think I ever got the Paris and then the Paris Prime. I think I just went straight to the Paris Prime. And I definitely didn't get the Mark 1 Paris.
To find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting.
Yeah.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Uh-huh.
You found a fissure. Look out for reactants.
For the Tenno.
Corrupted foes are dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. Keep fighting. Look for more reactants.
Yeah, I'm just sat there thinking about those weapons that I've apparently built and claimed. You know, like without having the basic weapon, like the Ankyros Prime, for example. How I didn't have the Ankyros, I just went and built the Ankyros Prime. I'm sat there thinking, okay, at least in that case, I built it so that I wouldn't accidentally sell the components to Barrow, so I can justify that one. But I'm sat there thinking things like Fiorax Wraith, for example. I think I probably would have just built it as part of the invasion reward without even like considering the fact that it was supposed to be. It's like, you know, there's a point where I had the Oh my goodness, Supercube has amassed 17 reinforcements. How you doing, Supercube? And why, thank you very much. How is everybody doing today? I hope everybody enjoyed Killer Frequency. Thank you for the love hearts. And I hope, well, not to spoil anything to do with Killer Frequency, I hope nobody died. Rude is celebrating the raid many times. Raid. And Supercube says hello again, Supercube, and hello, Rude. How goes you? Hang about. Right, I need to make sure that I don't fail the mission by letting the person I'm supposed to capture bleed out on the floor. So, there we go. With the power of teleportation and magic, I heal all of your wounds and submit you to rigorous interrogation. Lovely. Right.
Well done.
Let's go. So how's everybody doing today? She's in 1 and 4 with the deaths, I think. Okay. Does that mean that she's like saved one person and let 4 die, or is it the other way around?
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Killer Frequency is officially on my list now. I've made sure it's near the bottom of the list. I let them all die. You let them die. Wow, you didn't even get them killed. You let them die. Wow, ruthless. I'm going to assume that it's all part of the long game. It was fun so far. I'm going to assume that it's part of the long game. It's strategic sacrifices, right? That's what it is. It's strategic sacrifices so that you can make sure that more people don't die and you find the killer. And it's definitely not just because you statistically want to see how many people you get killed. Anyway. But yeah, I made sure Killer Frequency is very low. It's weird the way I've got it set up, but the way I explained it earlier is I've got it low on the list, but that means that it's top priority. Well, it's mostly top priority because the bottom of the list is what I'll see most often. Gonna have to lurk, Sergeant, making lunch for my mother. You go ahead and lurk, sir, and I hope your mother enjoys lunch. Anyway, don't mind me just trying to make sure that I get an ungodly amount of traces for the war. Rude is sharing emojis that I can only describe as being built different. Is it Rude? Are you trying to flex? Are you trying to flex in the stream? Is that what that is? Alrighty then. What have we got down here? Did I find the... I did find the loot down there. And I can tell. Because there wasn't any loot down there.
Marines inbound.
That is very interesting information, though. I forgot to ask earlier. Is everybody looking forward to the weekend? Does anybody have plans? Hang on a moment. We have things over here. I saw that little flicker over there. What do you think you're playing at, Twitch?
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Why, thank you for the alert, Lotus. I'm sure they'll be just as effective. Effective? Do you know when you try to mix the words effective and efficient, and it just comes out as effective? There you go. I'm sure it'll be just as effective as every other heavy enemy. Alright, there we go. Give us everything that's going on here. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Transference still holding.
Transference still holding. You know, it's very interesting you should say that, considering the quest that we're nearing. Anyway. I still haven't found myself an auto sculpture, and I do in fact insist that I need to find myself an auto sculpture. I'd very much appreciate finding myself an auto sculpture. Exactly, Tony Boy. That's the one. Anyway. You know, just doing that, I feel like I already need to rewatch Ace Ventura. It's not even been that long since I've watched it, I don't think. Oh, has it? I'm actually not sure. Maybe it has been a minute since I last watched it. Well, a minute in my time zone anyway. You know, in my pocket dimension. Like a minute since I've watched it is like a month in my time. That's the thing. It's like maybe 2. It's like if I haven't watched it in 2 months, then it's been a minute since I've watched that. You know. I suppose that's the Lord of the Rings influence. That's what that is. It's always. I suppose now I have to make sure that I don't spoil Lord of the Rings. I have to be careful with the Lord of the Rings spoilers now. We're getting a lot of Bronco Prime receivers, aren't we? Wow, almost 7 minutes. I've not done well there. How dare you? I just realised I still have my channel games file open. What's the next game that's going to get knocked off this list, I wonder? Alan Wake Remastered. I want to try and get through like a DLC per video on that, so we'll hope for the best in terms of getting somewhere with that. Because there's only 2 DLCs, so it shouldn't take us too long. Blacktail. I don't know how close we are getting to the end of it, but there's I don't know, something about like the pacing of the game kind of makes me feel like we're not too far off. Well, I feel like I'm halfway at least anyway. At least if I start making a whole bunch more progress. If I make a whole bunch more progress like in each video, then I might be able to get somewhere there. I'm hoping that I don't think I'm exactly. Indeed, I don't think I'm exactly near the end of Darkwood, but I'm trying to make more progress per video in that. And you've got Just Cause 2. I'm not nearing completion of that, but hopefully I can make a decent amount of progress in it.
Target located. Bring them in. Scans indicate our target is in the vicinity. Find them.
Sure. Then you've got.
Is dying. Hurry. Complete the capture before they expire.
Do you know what? I suppose that's just going to be something that I have to do. Then we got Hogwarts Legacy, which I want to tick off in one more big video, and then you got Guardians of the Galaxy, which is again one that I want to get sorted. Why? Thank you, Lewis. Huh. 18 void traces, I will take them.
Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
What was I saying? Yeah, so Guardians of the Galaxy, I feel like we're one video away from.
We will counter.
Maybe not. Like, we might not be one video away, but I kind of hope that we are. Again, not because I want it to end, but because, again, it'd be really nice to take a video off the list. Excuse me. If we were to get Hogwarts Legacy and Guardians of the Galaxy ticked off in this rotation, that would be smashing, because then I would be able to. Then I would only have 2 unfinished games left. I wouldn't have anything. I wouldn't have any games with the exception of Palia, which I don't count right at the moment. I wouldn't have any games lingering in the unfinished games section. It would literally just be. I'm grabbing food real quick soon. Very well, Sumi. You enjoy your meal. You enjoy your snack. You enjoy whichever food you decide to indulge yourself in. And on one rule, do me a favor, make sure it's delicious. Besides that, you enjoy yourself. Okay, I've doomed myself to an abyss here. Lovely. Right. What's it in love? And then. Yeah, so I need to finish Visage, which will be relatively short, I'm sure. Starfield, that one's going to be a behemoth to finish, but one day we shall get through it. I do intend on getting through it, you know, it's one of those. And I suppose since like all the planets are procedurally generated, it's not like I have to include a lot of the it's not like I have to include a lot of what's going on there. Like journey wise, because it's not like you're missing anything, I suppose, with everything. So Come on. Yeah, the problem with Starfield's procedural generation thing is that you don't know where you don't know where all the problem with it with like having 1,000 procedural generated stars is that you don't know where stuff is that's not procedurally generated. So especially from like a content creation kind of thing, you don't want it's like I want to showcase and complete everything that's like handcrafted, but like all procedurally generated stuff. There's nothing interesting about that. That doesn't really need to be shown, most of it, except the unique stuff, you know.
Let's go on the offensive.
But you don't. It's like, oh, if there's like a quest or a city somewhere, like I won't know, right? Well, no, like I'm pretty sure the cities aren't procedurally generated anyway, so I should be able to figure those out and go to all of those. But it's stuff like I won't be able to. Like if there's any kind of unique quest anywhere, I won't know which planets to go to get all the unique quests that are handcrafted, that aren't procedurally generated and stuff. Because I've already encountered procedurally generated scenarios and quests, right? So yeah, it's gonna be tricky doing that. But again, another game that I want to go back to is the Outer Worlds. I never fully got into it. I got off the first planet, and that was it. Because that was around the time of the channel purge and everything going on there. It's still weird to think that I purged all the videos at some point. Would that have been 2 years ago now? Oh my goodness, it would have been, wouldn't it? I need to stop reminiscing on things that I've done years and years ago, by the way. No. But no, we'll never stop doing that. We'll never stop doing that. Right, what are you going to give us? Is it going to be something good? If not, I'll take it anyway. I shouldn't have said that. Because the game called my double bluff. That's what it did. Damn it. How much time do we have left on this capture mission, by the way? I feel like I want to figure that out. We have 15 minutes. Alright, we can get through another 3 if we're quick. So that should be good. Maybe if we're quick, we might even be able to get a 4th one.
Bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. Void fissures. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
Give.
You're near a fissure.
Let's go on the offensive.
Let's do mostly that, at the very least. I mean, it is pretty much what we're doing, isn't it, I guess? I'm just trying to, like, preemptively decide whether or not I end up, I'm trying to decide whether, preemptively decide whether or not I'm gonna loot the map when I end up doing sorting missions. I feel like not. You know, I'll loot the map on enough things as it is, but also I don't want to waste too much time in sorting missions. Like, I want to rush through them every day, get them done, and then fisher missions, and definitely syndicates. Fisher missions are the ones where we want to be getting a lot of looting done.
We have to win this.
We have to. There's no other way. Alright. The only way everybody can be safe. We have to do this.
None of the scanners have detected you.
That's very interesting, Lotus. Does the Earth even have scanners, like in this tile set? I don't think it does. Maybe they should remove her dialogue for Earth's tile set, you know. I mean, it's like a minor thing, of course, but still, you're like, wait a minute, but you can't even, like, there aren't even anything on Earth. There aren't even any alarms on Earth.
Our target is dying.
Well,
hurry.
You know what? Aren't we all? Right. Uh-huh. 24 by traces.
Well done, Tenno.
Oh, well, thank you, Lotus. I'm happy to receive your appreciation. Alright.
Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Let's go.
Alright. Let's proceed. We already have all the traces, but we have mods over here. A loyal companion. Lovely. That's all well and good. Because I get to sell it for 10 endo once upon a time. One day. One day in the next 170... You know, like, assuming I don't miss any uploads, it would be, if I don't miss any uploads, it would be, like, around 170 days. Like, it's weird to think about that, actually. Like, I keep talking about the sacrifice as if it's, like, ages away, and it still kind of is, but, you know, if I don't miss any uploads, then it would be about 170 days away before I end up getting around to it, and then when I do, we're gonna that's when, like, yeah, it's just about what, half a year until we do that. Like, yeah, just about half a year until we do a thing, until I end up selling all these mods. Like, it'll be before the end of this year, 2024. So. Well, again, that's if, like, something doesn't happen regarding uploads and stuff like that, which here's the thing, it probably will. So there's that to look forward to, I guess. You. But, you know, whether or not the video production gets slowed down at all, or we do or don't end up getting to the sacrifice within the year, I still look forward to how many traces we're going to have, not traces, cyan stars we're going to have, and amber stars we're going to have by the end of it. That will be fun. Very, very fun. That will be the height of entertainment. It will be worth it. We're gonna have, like, what, a million endo by the time we get there? And that's being conservative. What have you got for me? Got Lex Prime Barrel. I don't think have we had any 45s yet? I don't think that we have. So I think we need to increase a little bit. That's what we need to do. $155. I would say that we're doing all right. Again, we can definitely get 3 done here. I would like to get a 4th one done, but I don't know if we're going to have time.
You are here to find our target and bring them to the extraction point. Happy hunting. Void fishers. You need them to open a relic, but are you confident you can withstand their fury?
Overconfident.
A fisher. Defend yourself and use reactant to open relics.
Uh-huh. Damn it, no. I don't want to be slowing myself down like that.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Move and strike. We have to win this.
Right, okay, alright. The capture target's on the move. Hang on.
Reactant to open your relic. Be aware. Only corrupted enemies will drop it.
Sounds good.
Don't forget the
Yeah, I'm just going to kill this guy and
need
then...
more to open that relic.
How you doing, mate?
You found the target.
Helios killed you.
Capture them quickly before they escape. The capture target has vital information that we will need to extract. We need our subject brought back alive. Mission complete. The captive has been escorted to the extraction point. Well done.
Something that I need to figure out, and I can't remember if I ever figured this out at all, does selling items in Warframe with boosters on, does that help you out there?
The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
Sure.
For the Lotus.
I'd imagine it wouldn't.
A Grenier assault team is headed your way.
I've just thought about it. I'd imagine it wouldn't because they'd probably. I don't think DE would. I mean, here's the thing. I suppose you could put it in like an experimental build or something like that. But I think DE are probably expecting there to be some kind of bug that would that people would be able to exploit into. If they allowed boosters to apply to market items and inventory items rather than just loot pickups, I think DE are probably expecting that there'd be some incredibly exploitable bug that would allow people to literally get unlimited platinum. Because, like, for example, what they would be able to do is no wait, they wouldn't even never mind. They wouldn't they wouldn't get unlimited platinum. They would just be able to get more platinum. For the same amount of money. Like I started thinking, for example, if you get 4, maybe even 5 times, technically, you'd be able to get 5 times the platinum for a single purchase. Like you could buy a 50. Like if you got like for example, the combined amount of blessings and boosters that I always talk about that I like to work towards using. If you got all of that going for you, and then you bought the maximum amount of you bought like 100 platinum, you'd get 500 platinum. But that still wouldn't be you getting unlimited. That would just be you getting a ridiculous amount of platinum. But I can definitely tell that most people would probably buy like the 1700 amount of platinum, like the big number. I can imagine somebody would buy that just like one time. Then it'd have loads. Alright. I still don't actually have any of the sets that I meant to collect with Varzia. Like I don't actually have any of them fulfilled or anything like that. So I don't have any of Varzia's last sets. I don't have any of them.
There's a heavy unit approaching.
Like completed. So I won't be building any of those items or selling them for platinum. And I really need to make sure that I'm doing that. Again, the problem is that they never tell you when a weekend booster is on its way out. So you can't plan around it. It's like if I go visit my dad or if I've got something going on, then that's it. I've wasted precious time of that weekend booster because I can't plan around it. So yeah, it just sucks that they don't like tell you when they're gonna put a weekend booster on. All right. Lex Prime Barrel. All right. So we've probably got to do under 4 minutes in order to do this one last mission, which I don't know if it's going to go the way we want it to. But even though it's not exactly 2 hours, I feel like maybe once this, I could use the extra time to do syndicate missions and stuff like that. So I think we may end up calling it quits after. Yeah, we're definitely not. Yeah, we're definitely not doing this. We're definitely not doing it in that amount of time. We might call it quits after this mission. Depending on what's left. Depends on what replaces it.
Operations is here.
Find
them and capture them.
You'd think they'd clone something a little less ugly.
There are void fissures in the area. Use these to crack open a relic.
Yeah, if they replace it with another capture or survival, then what I'm gonna do is then if they replace it with another capture or exterminate, then what I'll do is I'll just carry on playing until 10. But if they replace it with a survival, then instead of doing the Billions video, I suppose I would replace it with I need to get the Warframe video done anyway, so I suppose I'll just do that. which would be great for us.
There's a heavy unit approaching. We cannot let our target know we're here. Track them down quickly.
Uh-huh.
Our target is dying.
Shh, Lotus. Shh.
Complete the capture
Shh.
before
I know.
they expire.
I know, Lotus. I know. Thank you.
Excellent work. We'll interrogate the captive back at base. Your part is done here.
Not yet.
Marines inbound.
Marines inbound. Alright, let's go. We got you. Oh, I didn't even open that. Let me
Move and strike.
let me go back.
We have to win this.
Yes, indeed. What do you mean I didn't kill you? Get lost. Alright. Like, I will stab you while you're down. Oh, tell me. 26 vial traces. Lovely. Alright.
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
Attack us and we will counter.
You know what? We're not even gonna wait that long, Tony boy. It's not us that needs to be provoked. It's everybody else. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's a fire sculpture, but I'll take it. I'll take it. There we go. We got ourselves a sculpture. That's 2 for today. I could do with some more if you're offering, you know? It's just one of those. Alright, go, 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 go. Yeah, I need to get through, like, some of these other relics that I've been wasting, you know? Like, you know, we've got, like, Varzia's on, for example. Wait a minute, wait a minute. I'm starting to think that any relics, yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing every Varzia set, every Varzia rotation is any, whoa, any relics that I don't buy, any remaining Aya will go towards, I'll just buy loads of tracers, you know? Because I can always use those. It's just that they really don't give you a lot, you know? It's like if you was to give her 50 Aya, she would give you 250 traces, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like it should be 10 at least, man. Anyway. Don't really matter too much anyway, so.
Stay focused. There's a heavy unit approaching.
Let's have a look. What we got? We got you. Nope. Do not get too close to that because I don't want to. That's my thing with that. You know my hang-ups regarding that. All right. Go. All right. What else have we got? Can I get any interesting cyan stars or amber stars? You know, I can always do with more amber stars. I would like to have 1,000 by the time we get up to the war within. That's a bit early, the sacrifice, anyway. If I get to 1,000 amber stars before we get up to the sacrifice, that would be amazing. I would very much appreciate that. Lex Prime Barrel, have we gotten like anything higher than 45 with anything higher than 15? I know we haven't done it today, but have we gotten anything higher than a 15? In well, we know the capture mission's expired anyway. Anything higher than that? Today, I don't even think we have. I think it's just all been 15s, which is really annoying. Now, what else have we got going on for ourselves? We've got you. I could really do with doing those for. Yeah, no, not right now though. Not right now. We'll do something else in a bit. For now, I think I'm going to leave it here. Alrighty then, the time hath come for me to depart. I hope you guys had about as much fun as I did. If there are any games you'd like to see me play, feel free to suggest them down in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next one. And have a splendid full day. But before we disappear, we are going to raid. So, first things first, thank you again to see me for the raid. Now, we're going to find somebody else to raid. And then, I need to go and sort stuff out. Well, Opera GX is struggling. That's lovely. Wait a moment. Wait. Is that alineate on? I see. It would appear to be. Do it. Right, hang about. Oh, that's her stream, not mine. I thought it said includes paid promotion. I'm like, what? When did I agree to that? And it was like, oh no, it's right. It was just like when I clicked a stream from my page, those pop-ups appeared before her stream did. So I was like, wait a minute, this isn't right. All right, start raid. 10,
Operator,
9,
the Sentinels
8,
are not laughing
7,
at my jokes.
6,
Did
5.
they
No, artist, don't do it. 4,
adapt
3,
to my
2,
humor?